Hello friends, now I'm wearing my plaid shirt. That means this is going to be serious. We are making some base masks today because the plan is to make some very fancy masks in the coming months. Scary mask and masks with horns or antlers or whatever you desire. Now, in order to do that, we need some base masks. And I make them with just paper pulp and press them into a form, which is very fast once you have the form. Now I am figuring out a way how to do it maybe a little bit simpler, because that would be really fun for you to make masks like that. It's very easy, but like I said, at this point it's still a little bit complicated. I am working on it. I started, but for now I made some basic patterns for you to make two different shape masks, and you can find the patterns at my website, wickedaviary.com. You will find it under the DIY section there, base masks, and then grab some poster board or a cereal box, a little bit of wire and tape, and I show you how to make those simple masks right now. And this is what the pattern looks like. So print that and transfer it onto a cereal box, or I'm using a poster board from the dollar store. But of course the pattern is only half of your face, so make sure you cut it 2 times. Now I'm using the folded board edge here to line up the pattern as indicated. But you can easily cut this separately if your paper is not big enough, and then join it together with masking tape later. I'm just going the easy way here, so I have to cut less, and I already have one piece. Alright, now let's turn this flat paper into a 3-dimensional mask by just joining all the seams back together with the masking tape. Now easy in the beginning, just join it lightly and then put it on, because you're going to have to adjust the size according to your own head size. So make sure you try it on and adjust the size according to, is it either too small or too big. Now if you need more space, open up the seams a bit, or if it's too loose, just overlap them a bit. This is easily done, and you can do it on different seams, and if you must, you can even cut more. Is this complicated? I hope not. Now the second mask, the one with the nose, is a little bit trickier. It just has more tension to it, but the same thing, just join the seams back together. I know I made nice little markings there. See if you can join them together, but they are not really that important. The pattern kind of fits together almost on its own. Here by the nose, a little bit of tension. So just make sure you put everything together well with a lot of tape here. The same thing, you can adjust the top and the side, just join the seams together. Nothing really too exciting on this project, I'm afraid, but sometimes the basics are necessary. But you just remember, this is going to be just the base for some really exciting masks. There we go. Doesn't look too bad at all. The same thing, put it on your head and adjust the size according to your own head size. Now you can see the masks are extremely unruly, so I'm going to need an 18 gauge galvanized wire, which I use a lot in my projects. Just tape this all around with masking tape. Very easily done. That the wire is not too stiff, so it can easily be manipulated. There we go, just overlap a little bit on the bottom and tape it securely, and so it does not have any sharp edges sticking out anywhere for you to get hurt. Now we are almost done here. Now just to finish up, I'm covering the whole mask inside and out with glue, and I'm using packaging paper here. just I thought it looked visually better, but usually I just use newspaper or the flyers you get from the grocery stores work great too, as long as they are not glossy. And that's it. All right, and okay, so really nothing to it. Covered them. Now I covered them quite extensively. This is probably not necessary. They are very light and see, still flexible, and a great base to make your dreams come true. Very comfortable to wear, and of course with the two styles. I think I'm going to start with this one. I have an idea with this one. So this is it for today, my friends. But before I forget, I have a special shout out for my young friend Millie. Millie, I am so proud of you. You know why. And if you want a mask, let me know. I will make you one. This was Base Mask 101. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. This is Monica from Wicked Aviary, and now let's make some very fancy masks with those.